TV app, available for iOS and Android.
Now at 5, the spring fling in Carthage highlights local businesses coming together amid tariff concerns.
China calls President Trump's new tariffs a joke. I'm Erica Brown at the White House with more on the escalating trade war between the world's largest economies.
And the Quapaw Nation Museum unveils a new exhibit honoring tradition through robes, blankets, and storytelling.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Carthage event hopes to promote support for local businesses in a time of tariff uncertainty. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Tanya Bach. The Spring Fling, organized by the Carthage Chamber of Commerce, features more than 24 local businesses. Brick and mortar stores are opening their doors with deals, and home-based businesses are set up at the McCune Brooks Healthcare Foundation. Both organizers and participating business owners say it's an opportunity for the community to support each other as they navigate the potential impacts of tariffs.
But this event and all the events that we do through the chamber and through all of our chambers throughout the area is just keeping everyone aware, keeping our businesses aware and up to date on what's happening, not only locally but across our state as well.
The Spring Fling continues in Carthage tomorrow, including free photos with the Easter Bunny. You can learn more on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, President Trump says his trade policies are working, with dozens of countries asking for new trade deals. Erica Brown has more details from the White House.
Markets are rebounding at the end of a tumultuous week on Wall Street, with President Trump's tariffs sending stocks on a wild ride. The president posted on social media saying, "We are doing really well on our tariff policy. Very exciting for America and the world. It is moving along quickly." The White House says talks with dozens of trade partners are underway.
We're communicating with them and giving them ideas so we can get to a point where the president can close these deals.
But China remains defiant in an escalating trade war, calling U.S. tariffs a joke. This week, Trump ratcheted up tariffs on Chinese imports to as much as 145%. China responded with 125% tariffs on U.S. goods starting Saturday.
If China continues to retaliate, it's not good for China. The United States of America is the strongest, best economy in the world.
President Trump has said he's waiting for Chinese President Xi Jinping's call to negotiate, but some U.S. business owners are questioning how long they can wait.
So is he waiting for China to make the first move here?
I'm not going to comment on communications that are happening or may not be happening, or either way. We'll leave it to our national security team to get these discussions underway.
Sarah Wells imports more than 10,000 bags a year from China. She says the 145% tariff could devastate her business built around new moms.
Might as well be 1,000%. It's just insurmountable for small businesses. I mean, I can't do that. That exceeds the cost of the manufactured product.
Friday, China slammed Trump's trade policy, saying it violates basic economic laws and common sense. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
The White House says trade negotiators are working around the clock on 15 new trade deals. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us now with a first look at weather.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a fantastic Friday for us today. Cooler than what we've seen over the past couple days, but no complaints. It's still nice, just a little bit below normal. And it's Friday evening. We're going to have a fantastic weekend. 63 in Carthage, 67 in Anderson, 69 in Miami. We have 71 in Parsons. Through the evening hours, 60s, 50s, 40s. So it will be chilly for us tonight, but we're really going to warm up as we head into the weekend. Clear skies, nothing going on here. We still kind of have a light, kind of brisk northerly wind. Now the winds are going to pick up but switch out of the south as we go into the daytime hours for us tomorrow. So we're going to warm up for the weekend, but also windy. We're going to break all that down for you here in just a minute.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, the weather this weekend is perfect for communities hosting citywide garage sales. The rain forced Pittsburgh to postpone its sales last weekend, but today, with the sun shining and spring in the air, residents took advantage of the opportunity to clear out clutter and cash in on unwanted items, from clothing and toys to tools and treasures. Pittsburgh's citywide sale runs through Sunday. And last weekend's rain may have washed out plans, but Neosho's citywide garage sales are back on for this weekend. And one citizen says citywide sales like this are a great way to bring the community together and to turn unwanted items into something useful for someone else.
We've got some stuff out here that somebody might want. They can refurbish and bring new life to it. They may want, like I said, the specific items that we don't want anymore. You can always bring new life to new things. So this is absolutely a great opportunity for that.
And if you missed it today, there's still time to join in. The Neosho Citywide Garage Sale continues tomorrow as well. The Quapaw Nation Museum unveils its newest exhibit today, Around the Shoulders. This showcase features a collection of custom-made robes, blankets, and shawls, celebrating a rich cultural tradition stretching back long before European contact. Organizers say the exhibit is more than just a display. It's a commitment to preserving heritage and passing it on to the next generation through education and storytelling.
It provides our community with an opportunity to participate in the exhibit. Our museum really works closely with our community to get special loans to build our exhibits in a way that we can see ourselves in our exhibit. And it provides our local community the opportunity to learn about this tradition of the Quapaw Nation.
Through life, we're given blankets by people that love and care for us. And sometimes when we're feeling low or feeling down, we have something that somebody gave us and we can wrap it around.
If you're interested and want to learn more, the exhibit will run until fall. Still ahead, the effects of egg inflation on Easter.
Dyeing Easter eggs is a family tradition for many, but this year it's going to cost you. I'm Michael George with how the high price of eggs is impacting the holiday.
But first, in Health Watch, a miracle transplant. 1 man, 3 organs, and a second chance at life. Topping today's Health Watch, this Donate Life Month. Fewer than 80 triple organ transplants have been attempted in the United States. And for the first time, the rare procedure was successfully performed in New York. A beloved husband now has a new heart, liver, and kidney. Jennifer McLogan has his story.
I can feel my heart now beating more strong.
47-year-old Sergio Arias Estoni, arm in arm with his wife and mother, celebrates history, a successful and extremely rare 3-organ transplant.
I feel so proud to get all these organs and try to honor my donor.
Donor gave heart, liver, and kidney.
To have all 3 be a match for him is indeed a miracle.
The triple match came from a single unidentified donor before a 14-hour surgery among a rotating team of medical experts.
It was really a highlight of my career to be part of this operation.
Sergio had to stop working when his 3 organs began failing, spending months at Northwell hospitals waiting and hoping. His family prayed. So this was spiritual for you, but also physically you're feeling...
Yes, I feel excellent, very different. When I started this process for the transplant in November, the last year, I just can walk a couple of blocks.
Now he walks 30 minutes a day. His regimen of dozens of daily pills will be scaled back. There has been no organ rejection. He hopes to resume college courses.
College, my life with my wife, with my parents, brothers, my community.
Sergio only dreamed this day would come.
Miracles exist.
Jennifer McLogan, CBS News, New York.
More than 100,000 people are currently waiting for life-saving organ transplants, and that's according to Donate Life America. Well, use of the flu vaccine is rising among groups that have previously lagged behind in vaccinations. A study published in JAMA showed between 2019 and 2022, flu vaccination rates rose 7% for older Black adults in rural communities and 8% for older Hispanic adults in rural areas. However, vaccinations of white people in rural areas are decreasing. An already existing vaccine could help fight dementia. A study by Stanford found the shingles vaccine also cut older adults' risk of developing dementia over the next 7 years by 20%. This could be because the shingles virus causes inflammation, which can adversely affect the brain. Now, shingles was also shown to induce formation of a sticky protein called amyloid, which has been linked to Alzheimer's. Well, there may be a medical reason for the fatigue and lack of motivation some late-stage cancer patients feel. A study by Washington University found there's a direct connection between the inflammation caused by advanced cancer and a loss of motivation. Inflammation can suppress the chemical dopamine in the brain, which can result in apathy and a loss of drive. That's a look at today's health news. A little later, egg prices are cracking records, but families aren't giving up the Easter tradition.
Plus, our temperatures look pretty good for the weekend. We're going to look at your forecast.
Today and enjoy it tonight at the new Sofa City, now open in Joplin.
Well, of course, it turned out to be a great Friday for us today. Temperatures fantastic across the region, just a smidge below where we should be for this time of the year, but really no complaints. It's Friday, it's sunny, it's springtime. We're going to warm up for the weekend as well. Nice shot of downtown Joplin looking off toward the north and to the east. Through the evening, slip back through the 60s, 50s, 40s. It is going to be kind of chilly once again tonight, but still not bad. 62 in Stockton, 66 Bella Vista. We have 70 in Veneta. Chanute checking in at 70 degrees. Kind of breezy for us today, but the winds are going to calm down just a bit tonight, and they get moving once again tomorrow out of the south. So we're going to have winds gusting 25 upwards to 30 at times as we go through the daytime hours tomorrow. But look at this, by Sunday, they start to push 40 during the afternoon. So it does get windy. In return, we are going to warm up. So the big question is, where's your trash can going to go? Well, with this kind of situation, it's kind of tipped over nearby, but of course something you may want to secure as we go through the next couple days. So by morning, we're going to have southerly winds kind of 5 to 15. But during the afternoon, gusts 25 to 30. And then on Sunday, we'll have those gusts near 40 miles per hour. Pretty much clear skies. Not a whole bunch going on here. Some showers, thunderstorms, eastern third of the country. Next storm system, not really going to affect us. It will drop a cold front through. But besides that, ahead of it, we look pretty good as we go through the next couple days. Let's walk through your weekend. Winds shift out of the southeast by morning, but chilly, lower 40s above that frost level. As we go through the morning hours, quick warm up, upper 60s by noon. Most of us mid 70s, 73 in Lamar, Bella Vista, 74, 75 degrees in a lot of spots. So temperatures great on Saturday. Saturday night, a couple little clouds skirting through, but look at this, mild night, good fire pit weather. We're only going to drop back to about 60 by Sunday morning. And then Sunday, big warm up as we should go into lower 80s during the afternoon. Now cold front slides through Sunday night, so the winds switch out of the north, and then we cool back down just a bit as we go into Monday. Great grilling weekend, though, if you want to break the grill out. It is going to be a little bit windy, so watch fires, but 80s moving in on Sunday. Great weekend because last weekend it was cloudy, it was rainy. We had highs in the lower 40s. All right, so by Sunday afternoon into Monday, that front drops through, so kind of lower 60s on Monday. Monday and Tuesday, a little bit colder than what we're going to see over the weekend. Mid 60s on Tuesday. Once we get to Wednesday, we'll get some chances for showers and thunderstorms kind of back in the forecast. Some of these could be low grade severe still several days away, so we'll keep our eyes on that. Some thunderstorm chances as well on Thursday. I think our bigger severe threat is about 12 days away, 12, 13 days away. That's when things really get moving for us. 75 tomorrow, 82 Sunday, 65 on Monday, 67 by Tuesday.
All right. Well, I mean, got a kind of a little bit of a fluctuation in temperatures there, but I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah.
If we could get rid of the wind.
Yeah, that's hard to do in the spring months.
Yeah. I got to do a lot of yard work this weekend.
I do too, tons.
Looking forward to the dry weather. All right. Thanks, Doug. Well, it may have been rained out last week, but not today. Here's a live look from this year's kickoff to the Food Truck Friday Festival in Grove, Oklahoma. In addition to food trucks serving up the best eats around, there's also a car show and cruise night featuring rides from every generation. Now, this evening's live music features the Eddie Vallon Band. I've heard them, they're great. The trucks will be serving food until 9 tonight. Still to come, Food Truck Fridays are back in Carthage too, kicking it off in Central Park. We'll take you there.
Equal opportunity employer.
Topping today's Consumer Watch, egg prices reached a record high in March, right before the biggest egg holiday of the year, Easter. Michael George shows us how holiday traditions may look a little different this year.
Every time Gwendolyn Sanders buys eggs, she gets sticker shock.
It has skyrocketed, and I think that's ridiculous.
The average cost of a dozen eggs hit a record $6.23 in March. And increased demand for the holiday means prices may not decline until after Easter. Like a lot of moms, Sanders planned to dye Easter eggs with her 4-year-old daughter, Brooklyn. But this year, she says, they may scale it down.
We're going to keep it limited to probably a half a dozen.
This tradition matters.
Joe Enns is CEO of Signature Brands, maker of Pa's Easter egg dyeing and decorating kits. A company survey found despite egg prices, 94% of families who typically decorate them still plan to do it this Easter.
While not ideal, it's going to cost a little bit more. It's still only about 40 cents per egg. And so people realize that it's still one of the more affordable things you can do with your kids.
Some creative and cheaper alternatives are spreading on social media, like decorating potatoes or marshmallows. The main reason people aren't giving up on coloring eggs, making holiday memories.
How rare right now do you have an event that you can do with your children where everybody wants to put away their screens and just sit at the kitchen table and get messy together?
It's something that I had when I was smaller, so I'm not going to let like a price kind of diminish a tradition.
One that for many is still worth every penny. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Now, according to Wallet Hub, Americans typically buy 180 million eggs every Easter. Well, some top chocolatiers are putting their skills to the test for the Easter season. Close to 36 chefs in Belgium crafted these massive chocolate eggs, some standing nearly 2 feet tall, and they're stealing the spotlight at a hotel in Brussels. Their work was inspired by the Art Deco movement, a style that blends nature, curves, and industrial materials. One chef added a futuristic flair with a remote-controlled laser in his masterful creation.
We have a very thin layer of white chocolate, which actually is a little bit translucent, and that makes that the laser comes through, and we can project from the inside of the egg, and we can see it through the cutouts.
All of the pieces on display are up for grabs and valued at more than $700, money that will benefit a local hospital. Now, the extraordinary exhibition runs through Easter. I had to say it, sorry. Well, final check of the forecast is next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, we meet a DACA recipient who, having lost all hope on a pathway to citizenship, has now chosen to self-deport. And then on KOAM News at 6, how tariff concerns inspired Carthage small business owners to launch a weekend shopping event. Plus a warning to those looking to get in their first float of the year. And Sports Director John Dales has a preview of Missouri Southern's 2025 spring football game. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. Well, Food Truck Fridays mark the start of the 2025 season in Carthage, Missouri, with a full day of delicious eats, family fun, and live music at Central Park. Now, once a month, a variety of food trucks will gather to offer savory bites and sweet treats for lunch and dinner, while live music plays from 4 to 9 p.m.
Getting any community together in one spot is going to boost people up. Just springing into action and seeing everyone coming together, it really does make a difference to our community and to our city.
Well, the event is tailored for all ages, and the next Food Truck Friday Carthage date is scheduled for May 9th. Of course, that's a Friday.
It is. I love food trucks. So good.
Yeah. Well, in the Grove one, they were supposed to do their stuff last weekend, but
last week
the weather wasn't good.
No, not
but it's
at
great
all.
this weekend.
It is great this weekend. We're going to have fantastic weather all weekend long. Mid 70s tomorrow, 80s on Sunday. A little windy, but it'll be fine.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next, and of course, we'll be right back here for KOAM News at 6. We'll see you then. Have a great evening. and an even better tomorrow.